This one is a request from TJ Rockstar 182. He's got a couple videos on his site. You can definitely check him out on YouTube here. This is a band I don't listen to. I've never even heard of him before. He asked me to do a cover or a lesson of it. There's, let's see, 6 different parts to it. I got like my little notes there reminding me like what to talk about. So it starts off with a clean intro. Anyway, this is what it is. It goes like this. I've only listened to the song maybe like 5 times, so I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes, and I keep messing up a little bit, but I'll get into it. So basically, it's a 10 on the E, another 10 on the B, and then a 7 on the G. And then all you're doing is lifting up your pinky that was on the E string and doing a 9 on the E, then still a 10 on the B, and a 7 on the G. So you pretty much think of it as like 4 little parts like this. Because the first part will have the 10 on the E, the second and third part will have the 9 on the E, and then it'll go back for the fourth part on a 10 on the E. So, I don't know, slower, I guess. It just goes like this. Try and figure out the picking pattern. It's not too difficult. I mean, he's singing a lot over it, so it was a little hard for me to even get it just right, but it should sound like this. I know I messed it up again a little bit, but you get the idea. If you really need tabs, I'll put them up there. Not sure how long it'll take me to do that, but anyway, you play that a few times. It's actually not really the intro, it's more like an intro slash verse, because it's the main verse riff. Then it goes into like a pre-chorus where he just plays this. Just you can play an octave chord or a power chord here if you want. I think the octave chord sound a little better, so it'll be a 3 on the E. Get the hair out of my mouth. A muted A, and then a 5 on the D. So, and then just move it up to a 5 and a 7, and then to a 2 and a 4. Goes into the chorus, which is pretty simple. It's just different power chords or octave chords, whichever one you want to do. I think I like doing like the octave chords for the pre-chorus, and then doing the actual power chords for the chorus, because it sounds a little heavier, a little bigger, a little louder. You know, most choruses are louder and bigger, so it just goes like this. It's just a couple different chords. It's this. It's a 5-7-7 on the A, D, and G, and then a 3-5-5 on the E, A, D, and then it goes to a 2-4-4 on the A, D, G, and then a 2-4-4 on the E, A, D, and then back to the 3-5-5. So it's pretty simple. Nothing too crazy about that. Almost every band out there uses some sort of power chord. Then it just goes back into the verse again. So you know, you're just playing this part. You know, that whole thing. And then it goes into like a second part of the verse after you do that part 4 times through. I think it's 4 times. And then it goes into this part. It's pretty simple. You're playing 2 notes at a time the whole time. It'll be the D string and the G string. The D string is always just going to be an open note, And then so the other strings are just going to be a 14 to an 11. So that's 14 and 11, and then the open D. And then it goes a couple nines, and then I think it was a hammer on onto the 11, and then down to the 7. So it goes like this. And then the second, or like every other time, it changes a little bit on the ending. So the second part never goes back down to the 7 at the end. It just stays at the 11, so it'll sound like this. You know, you kind of get the idea that you do that 4 times through, or I guess 2 times through, however many you have to do it, and then it kind of slows down, and then you just do that one more time, and then just go into the chorus again. And then after that, after you're doing the chorus again, it does like a little sliding thing with a couple notes, and it just sounds like this. So that's all in the low, or the high E string, and you're going from a 9 sliding, or you're hammering on, so from a 9 to a 10, and then from the 10 you slide up to the 17, and then that's the first part, and then you go from a 15 pull off to a 14, and then slide down back to that 10. So it'll go like this, like I showed you. There's one other little part after you go back into the chorus again. There's like the last part before the song finally ends, and he's just doing, you can actually hear the verse part again, so like the little picking part from the beginning. Oh, I fucked that up pretty bad. But you get the idea. That, and then there's like some different chords that are playing. It's just a D chord, so it's just a 5-7-7 on the A, D, G, and then a G power chord, which is the 3-5-5 on the E, A, D. So I'm going to record a different video just for the actual cover of the song. So because this one's probably running a little long as it is right now. That's the whole song. There's definitely like a couple little other parts that might be layered over other things that are a little hard to hear. But I think this is a pretty decent way to how to play the whole thing. So check out TJ Rockstar 182. I think that's what his name was. Let's see. Yeah, I got it right. All right. He's got a couple covers on there. Keep watching mine, and that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. Keep sending in requests, because just like this guy, he needed he really wanted to learn the song, so I'm just trying to help him out. So if you have any other songs you really need some help on, just let me know.